All right, what's going on, man? This is No Affiliation Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? We started out at Isupk. You know what I'm saying? We represent the community junior high, right? Let's clap it up, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's No Affiliation Radio, like I just said.
That's right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? We come to you to talk about a controversial topics, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be coming here talking to you about today, about Iuic. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk to you about Jordan Morgan and police brutality. Those are our topics today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm your host, right? One of your hosts, Kazamar, you know what I'm saying? And I have to my left right here. Go ahead.
I'm Officer Nayar. I am another one of the hosts. And we also have another host named Rottazak, Officer Rottazak, but he's not here. He's not here.
Give Rottazak a hand, man. Shout out to Rottazak. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to have you here with us, man, to continue the show, man. You got anything?
Today we're gonna talk about the purple LGBTQ members. Iuic. We're gonna talk about what happened last Saturday with our brothers. Give Kansas City a hand, man.
Right.
Them brothers them brothers are no cowards, man.
Right.
They showed integrity. They showed masculinity. They showed, you know, that they were men out there, man, and they stood 10 toes down.
Right.
So,
man, good on that, man.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? The brothers, man, they went out there and they showed what courage meant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though, you know what I'm saying, people try to put numbers, you know what I'm saying, against our people, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But those brothers, man, they protected themselves. Our brothers that represent the Kansas City school out of Isupk.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They showed tremendous courage, man. So we're gonna get into that exactly, you know what I'm saying, what went down and what happened and how they came and why are they courageous for what they did? Why are those brothers courageous for what they did down there? And how, you know, these purple LGBT people, you know what I'm saying, are actually some cowards. You know what I'm saying? Why are they cowards? And why in the world you shouldn't understand what they're trying to bring to the table, right? And understand why you should follow us other than them, right? So if you could explain what happened down there.
All right, so last Saturday, these purple LGBTQ members touched our property.
Right.
They touched our property, and that property was a damn chair. They touched the chair without asking. They are, you know, like our leader said, you know, y'all, that is one thing you don't do. You don't touch another camp's property.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all touched the property and didn't ask permission. So
right.
We had no choice but to take ground, and we took ground. And these purple fags, like from the language, but these purple LGBTQ members right. held our brothers down. It took 3 or 4 men to take down one man. Held them with their knee on our brother's back. Held them down until the authorities came.
If I could, you know what I'm saying? What that remind you of right there when they do stuff like that? When they put their knee on their back, you know what I'm saying? Holding their legs together, holding their arms right here, holding their arm right here, after they were just defending themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What does that remind you of right there?
Sound like a slice of a million. It sound like George Floyd incident.
That's exactly what it sounds like right there. You know what I'm saying? Other one.
Hey, listen, clap it up, man. Right. It's the debut. Got the host over there, Kaz and Nayar.
Right,
you understand? And this is No Affiliation Radio. Isupk South Carolina presents No Affiliation Radio. # No Affiliation Radio.
Right.
You understand? And we all over the damn place, man. We should be out. We're streaming on Facebook. What else? On YouTube. We got Clubhouse set up. You understand? We got to have all of that stuff set up, man, for sure. But listen, we coming out here to expose these phony purple pussies, man. You understand?
Right.
Because what they did was just absolutely disgusting. Shout out to them brothers in Kentucky, Kansas City, man.
Right.
Shout out to Captain DeGaulle. Give him a hand, man. Captain DeGaulle. and that brother, Officer 5000 Malak, man, because them brothers stood the test. You understand? They was given a test by the Lord, and they passed that test, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't allow them purple pussies to come over there, you know what I'm saying, to disrespect the Lord's property, man.
That's right.
You understand? And so we stand behind our brothers in Kansas City 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck the madness. Like we ain't no cowards around here, man.
That's right.
Right.
You understand? So we come out here to expose it. And I'm glad we debuted in this damn radio show. It's been a long it's been well needed out here for sure.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over time, we're gonna talk about a lot of damn things, right? We're gonna bring a lot of good topics out. But today specifically, we're gonna let you know about them purple pussies, man, that you call IUIC, that you love so damn much because you love numbers, you love them big old groups, and you think that the Lord is with them. I'm gonna tell you something. The Lord is going to destroy that organization out of this place, man.
That's right.
For how disgusting it is, for how they did our brothers, man. You understand? Going over there and touching our equipment, man. But I digress. So I'm gonna let y'all brothers get back to it, man.
Right, man.
I'll chime in every now and then.
Right, man. So let's go ahead and break it down one by one. So he was here telling us, you know, Nayar was here breaking down, you know what I'm saying, one by one, you know, play by play, you know what I'm saying, by video, what had happened out there. You know what I'm saying? We saw a brother of our own, Officer Malak, you know what I'm saying, give him a hand by the show, you know what I'm saying? Give Officer Gabar, you know what I'm saying? Captain Gabar, Shalaki, you know what I'm saying? Give him a hand. The young man that was out there and the other officer, Shalaki, forgot the name, Shalaki.
I think it was young man Jay.
Young man Jay.
And Officer Shalaki. What is his name?
Shalaki. All the officers that was out and the captain that was out there, man, to defend their territory, their ground, you know what I'm saying, justly, by justice. So what happened was, like Nayar was explaining, these brothers came antagonizing our brothers, man, antagonizing, trying poking the bear, man, right?
Right.
If you ever see a forest you ever see a grizzly in the forest, you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Mystical said it.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? On the freestyle, I don't butcher it, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? They sitting here poking us, just antagonizing,
right,
trying to get it. And Officer Malak, he definitely was feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Justly, he felt that, and they kept poking us.
Damn right.
So they definitely came over. When their camp had a lot of room over here, their speaker for them speaking through was all the way closer to our camp when they had plenty of space over there.
Right.
But they decided to point their speaker towards us and to put their cooler behind us.
And let me also add, man, if I could, man, because what he's saying is so heavy. But you look at the video first glance, you know, and every now and then I'm guilty of this. I see a video and it might not be all in context.
Right.
But when you go and get the official story behind the situation, you will find out that them pussies had already been bullying these brothers the whole time, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't just no one incident where the purple homo walks over there and grabs a chair. It's a continuance. It's like 6 or 7 hours. I'm just lucky. How many hours was it? About 4 hours out there? 4 hours into that whole camp. You know what I'm saying? It's just continuous disrespect and antagonizing behavior. You know what I'm saying? With those purple cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Towards the Isupk. Right. So somebody would look at it and say, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have acted like that. He shouldn't have did like that." But when your manhood is being tested like that, man, you know what I'm saying? Like give Malak a hand, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a brother that's a true this truth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they was antagonizing them brothers all day. And they were really looking for a reason. Like, the way the footage looked to me, Akaz, is it looked like they were purposely trying to get to that point.
Exactly.
Like, that's what they wanted. They wanted the brothers to react so they could have a reason to do that, man.
Right.
And all of that shit they was doing, that's all police training. Let's just be real.
Right.
Because them niggas are the police.
That's
Yeah,
right. They are.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody say. They all, even you just look at them. If you around them niggas, or if you just look at them niggas, you could just tell that they just really, they don't get down with the poor side of black people.
Right.
They get down with the cop or the wealthy side of black people, the ones that look down on us niggas like we just thugs,
Exactly.
or that we making black people look bad and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't like brothers like us. You know what I'm saying? So they saw Malak, and they saw the Gabar, they saw all of these brothers, they saw them as pussies. I mean, not pussies, Salaki, as thugs.
Right.
They saw them as thugs. They saw them as nothings or nobodies, and that's why they continuously antagonize them brothers. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: you cannot keep putting your goddamn hands. You cannot put your hands on a priest and prophet of the Lord, man.
Right.
And you are not going to antagonize and bully a prophet of the Lord. Give me that scripture, Salakia. Give me that scripture where the children were calling Elias baldy, bald head. You know what I'm saying? Find me that scripture for me real quick. But you ain't gonna get to antagonize and bully nobody, no goddamn body, man, in the Isupk, because the Lord will put you to death for that, man.
Right.
Because you cannot touch the men of the Lord or the women of the Lord. And that one homosexual that came out and said something about spitting on one of the sisters in the school, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you straight up, I'll slap you if I ever see you. If you even pucker your mouth to spit at a sister, if you even spit in her direction or even away from her direction, I'm gonna smack you out of your purple garment, man.
Right.
I'm gonna smack you the hell out of your purple garment. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. This ain't no internet tough. This ain't no internet tough shit. We are real defenders of the Isupk, man. I'm Commander General Yohana, man.
That's right.
And that's just what it is, man. Go ahead. Did you find that scripture for me, man?
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, see if you can find that scripture for me. Yeah, calling them body. I'll get it for you, no sweat. Y'all give me a second. You go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna get it real quick.
Yeah, it's like give Captain Nuts our hand. That's exactly what is going to happen. If you touch any of our brothers or sisters in this school, it ain't gonna be good for you.
Right.
You touch anybody, there, especially a sister, talking about spitting on a sister, man. That is female activity.
Right.
You are a hoe. It's like from a language. You are a female, man. Only females do some shit like that. You don't spit on the. It's like so. You go ahead, man.
So, like, if I could,
Yeah, go ahead.
you know, IUIC, that's the camp where sisters go to get murdered.
Right.
For ISUPK, this is the camp when brothers would die to protect our sisters.
Damn
That's
Brothers
real.
would die to protect our brothers.
Damn right.
And that's the difference between us and all these fake Israelites.
Damn right.
You
Damn
understand? Because you always hearing some type of story. It's always coming out. Like, you know, of course you hear about the UPK, but it's always lies.
Right.
You understand? But when it's these other camps, it's in the news.
Right.
You understand? It's all over the news that IUIC was the leader of that organization had arrested brothers, falsely imprisoned them.
Yeah, right.
For how long was they locked up? I don't know. 11 months.
It
was like
talking about the
11
brothers
months.
that,
He knew that they was innocent of the crimes. You understand? And I remember back, and so like I'm gonna make this one last point, and then I'm gonna stop.
You got it.
It's back. I remember back when I was in the world trying to, you know, figure out what school to join. Right? I made my mind like I gotta join somebody. So I was like, you know, so F it. I'm gonna join IUIC because I never heard of UPK.
Right.
And the day that I was like made my mind up, it was that week. I was like, this weekend I'm going to their school in Charlotte. And the day I made my mind up, it was the day they dropped that video. They said, if you got a warrant, I'm turning you into the cops.
Nice.
And I had a warrant at the time when that video dropped.
Yo, it's like it. We got the TV. Is it on the what's the name?
Hey,
Find that, man.
Hey, it's like
Find that up on the video.
you can grab that purple.
So I think the most high for that warrant. Because me having that warrant is what brought me to the UPK.
Control.
God.
You understand?
It's like when you go ahead.
You got a photo?
That was it.
Okay. Hey, give them not to our hand, man. That's an excellent point. You know what I'm saying? Like them brothers put a bad taste in my mouth Salaki and Paul, you know what I'm saying? Them brothers, they turned me away from the beginning, man.
Right.
I just couldn't fathom joining a group that wanted to lock brothers up and collect the reward, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then just things after things started happening to the point it's like, yo, you got to be out your rabbit ass mind to want to join that group, man.
Right.
I thought Joy Morgan was like the icing on the cake.
Right.
This like real talk. The sister got raped and murdered by a IUIC.
Right. Damn right.
Like, I'm gonna say it one more time. That sister Joy Morgan got raped and murdered by a IUIC member. Why doesn't that register inside of people's minds, man?
Right.
Like, that should alarm even the members in that group.
Right.
But it doesn't because they so wicked, man.
Right.
You understand? Like that right there should have been enough for you to say, man, I wouldn't dare touch or get near them brothers, man. They're so disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And her death was so tragic, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her death was so tragic because that damn Hamite, that Hamite not only had sex with her, but he took her body and buried her, man.
Right.
Left her bones in the damn woods somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then came to class like General Muhammad brought out. Then came to class like it didn't even happen.
Right.
And that's because them IUIC niggas is so damn irresponsible, letting heathens up in their congregation.
Right.
They so disgusting, man.
Right.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. Don't be touching our brothers, man. Don't run your mouth about our brothers in our school. You'll find out the hard way what happened to you, man.
Right.
You understand? Give me that scripture I asked for. Right?
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 3, verse 20, Salakia, chapter 2, verse 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city.
This is talking about Elisha. Elisha was going up to Bethel, and there was some little children that was coming around the way. And this is what he, go ahead, keep reading.
And mocked him and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head.
And they mocked him. They mocked him and they told him to go up, thou bald head. It was running their mouth to him, talking shit, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Go up, thou bald head. 24. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them.
Elisha turned back and looked upon them kids, them children.
And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood.
And the Lord caused 2 bears to come up out of the wood, 2 she-bears, female bears. You know what?
And tear 42 children of them.
And tow up 42 of them children, man.
Damn.
That's what the Lord will do for a priest and prophet of the Lord, man. That's what the Lord will do. So watch your goddamn mouth when you dealing with the prophets, man.
Right.
That's
you're
right.
Dealing with the brothers in the ISU, you tell you watch your damn mouth and you watch where you put your goddamn hands, because the Lord could cause that to happen to you for sure.
Yeah, right.
There's many more instances where people came up against the prophets of the Lord and were put to death in a tragic way. Don't think that can't happen to you.
Right.
If y'all purple homosexuals tuning in right now, don't think that the Lord won't deal with you for what you did to those brothers in Kansas City.
Right.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Get out of here, man.
Right.
Captain Nazar was like, yeah, Captain Nazar is right, man. Like, that sister was murdered and raped and murdered for nothing.
Right.
by a stinking filthy ass Hamite,
Right.
who was not even a part of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
I wouldn't put it past IUIC that they got a damn white man in their congregation.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put it past them. Y'all probably got Elam, Moab, all them motherfuckers in there.
Right.
Like my language. Like, that's just disgusting, man.
Right.
They some piece of garbage, man.
Oh,
No, y'all good.
now you good, everyone.
Yeah, they some pieces of garbage. You know what I mean? It makes me angry, man.
Yeah.
It makes me angry, man. Because that sister that died, that was one of our sisters.
Yeah.
Right.
And if she had been under the guidance of Commander General Yana, she would have been protected. She would never died that way, man.
Right.
She would have made her brother in this school an excellent wife.
Right.
because she was a very skilled and smart sister, a very virtuous sister.
Right.
And they abuse that. That just goes to show you how much they hate women.
Right.
And how much they hate men.
Right.
How much they hate their brothers and their sisters. They try to act like, oh, it's about being big and tough and having a lot of sisters and brothers, but you hate the very people that's in there.
Right.
Because that should have never respond. It's just like we blood hands.
Her sister did not. She did not deserve what happened to her, man. That was a good sister, man. A beautiful sister. And y'all, and that filthy, stinking ass Hamite took her life because of his lust.
Yeah.
Because of his lust, man. Eating fufu and all types of abominable things, eating fried damn tarantulas and shit.
What is they? Mosquito pies, mosquito patties.
Mosquito patties, man. Y'all are sick, man.
Fry them up with the
Them
blood.
damn Hamites eat everything, man.
Yeah, they'll eat anything.
Them damn Hamites eat everything, boy. They'll go and you know they'll eat anything if they'll let an animal piss all on their head.
Good night. And to take a shower along, right? It takes baths.
They say it's a custom because I read into it a little bit. So with the pee from the calf or the cattle is supposed to change the color of their hair.
Good night.
Because it's supposed to be like a fashion or something.
That's crazy.
So what it does is the pee actually changed their hair into a brighter, like a light, like kind of a reddish looking color. And it's supposed to be a style. They're still disgusting, man.
That is crazy.
They're still disgusting.
That is disgusting. A piece supposed to change the color. It's like
no, I not mean to cut you off, but that's what that's what killed Joy Morgan.
Yeah.
Some bastard that likes to eat albinos, some bastard that likes to eat bush monkey.
Right.
Some food. That's into you're a disgusting bastard, man, for even allowing that to happen.
Yeah, I'm right, man. Right. Out here, man. These Hamites are disgusting, man. Y'all eating fufu with your damn hands. Right. We eat food with damn forks, spoons, and knives, man. Y'all be eating with y'all bare hands. Probably eat cereal with y'all bare hands with your nasty ass. Like
we got somebody regulating comments.
Yeah, come say, we got us like is there anybody in the chat right now?
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah,
We got Officer Bardock from the Tennessee camp, and we got another sister. I'm not sure how to say her name, but she also mentioned that sister was her cousin.
Damn. That sister Joy Morgan was her cousin.
Right.
Man, my condolences out to you and your family, man, on the behalf of the Isupk, man. You know what I'm saying? That should have never happened to your cousin. Them disgusting purple faggots should have never slacked it for my language. They should have never, ever done that, man.
Right.
But the Lord is going to pay your family back with the blood of Nathaniel for that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that. That's not going without being dealt with because the Lord is just.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we also got Sister Shawana Stewart from San Antonio camp with Officer Doctor.
Damn right.
From Passover.
Damn right. Give them all a hand, man. Give them all a hand for tuning in, man.
Right.
Y'all make sure y'all go and share South Carolina stream. Get people up in that stream, man. I see y'all come from your personal page. Yeah, promote. You know what I'm saying? Some people
man. Or just a little bit more. Close out talking about Joy Morgan. When those people, man, those purple, LGBTQ people was at her trial, right? Right. They went up there proudly purple on.
Yeah,
They didn't wear their purple to the trial, man.
right.
They came up there with reels on. I thought they loved to wear those purple shirts, man.
Right.
They loved that. It was all IUIC. Oh, Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm
Purple
saying?
capes on.
Right, with the capes on and all. And they went up there with regular civilian clothes on, not trying to be affiliated at that time.
Right, exactly.
But us, we really know affiliation.
Damn
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Damn right.
Yeah,
We stand on that.
Damn right. If I can add to that, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
because them pussies are cowards, man.
Right.
They didn't want to be out there with them alone because they knew that they had blood on their hands, man.
Exactly.
They didn't want nobody to recognize them as the ones who did that, who did that to that sister.
Right.
They didn't want to be recognized as that. You know what I'm saying? They might as well have been brave. Hell, the dude that was messing with the tranny, the IUIC dude that was messing with the tranny,
Right.
he had the purple shirt on.
Yeah.
He had the purple T-shirt on. I can't believe I almost forgot about that one.
Oh,
That
man.
was that brother was he was out of the closets. He
Yeah.
wanted everybody to know what was up with him.
Hey.
He said, "I'm IUIC and I'm proud. I'm pro LGBT at the same time." You know what I'm saying?
Same damn time.
But anyways, this you know these homosexuals, they were some cowards, man.
Right.
And they went right over there and you know the mama was just like, and I felt the mama pain, man.
Right.
The mother was just like distraught and just like asking questions, yo, because they was robbing the sister. Get us flagged out, but who the fuck thinks the organization is really the truth?
Right.
Is it because they're big? Is it because they're large? As well. So why the hell would the IUIC be any different?
Right.
They are not the home of the truth.
Right.
They're the home of murderers. They're the home of liars. They're a home of homosexuals that secretly like men because they don't allow their men to have multiple women.
Right.
Exactly.
They don't allow their men to have multiple women. So what do you think happens to a man that doesn't have the option to be able to go deal with other women? What do you think he's doing in private?
Nice.
Either he's practicing homosexuality or he's going and having sex with women, but he's throwing them away.
Right.
He's making whores out of the daughters of Israel.
Right.
So that's what them niggas are doing there. See, in the Isupk, if we marry a woman, we have to be with her.
Damn right.
And you better know that if I find out that you married to a sister, I'm gonna make you be with her.
Damn
Because
right.
that's how we supposed to be in the Isupk.
Right.
Because if you humble that woman and have sex with her, that's your woman for life.
Right.
Well, in the IUIC, because you want to allow these men to have other women, what are they gonna do? When they get ready, when they get tired of that old, dirty, loudmouth pussy they got at home, they're gonna go and look for somebody they can sneak around and have sex with. But when they get done having sex with her, they're gonna be thinking about that wife at home. Oh, I don't want her to know. I don't want her to know. What are they gonna do? They're gonna throw the woman away because they are a disgusting organization of bastards, man.
Damn right.
You understand?
That's right, man.
All right. Give
Exactly,
that one
man.
hand, man. You said something very heavy, man. Y'all in the IUIC, man. Y'all people join the IUIC because y'all want your man to have one wife. You only want him to be faithful to you. You selfish bitch. It's like from a language.
Right.
You selfish, man. You damn selfish.
Right.
You know, it is absolutely lawful for a man to have another wife. That is not a sin.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, we can continue on what happened out there. You know what I'm saying, with this purple LGBTQ society. You know what I'm saying? This purple shirt was out there, man. All right. So they, like I said, they kept poking the bear, right? Moving forward. You know what I'm saying? To test our brothers that was out there. You know what I'm saying? Speaking against the wickedness of this kingdom and the wickedness of the things that they have done. So they did that. And these purple people, he came over, like I said, had enough room, came and tried to fold his speaker. He could have folded the speaker without touching our property. That chair right there, you know what I'm saying? We have only 4 men out there. That chair was supposed to be a border for another man.
Right, a barrier.
Right, a barrier. Because the man wasn't on that side. So he at least put a chair right there to be a decoy.
Right.
But he goes and decides to, hey, I'm going to just gently just move it to the side. There was no point in you touching it if he was going to move it a couple inches.
Right.
We see the mischievousness and the snake-like tactics that they out there doing,
right,
to get us off our game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Some snake bastards, man.
Right.
Yeah, you right, guys. They some snake bastards. They knew what the hell they was doing.
Exactly.
They was trying to provoke. They was trying to provoke the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like General Muhammad said in class.
Yeah.
I mean, Black Watch.
Right.
That's that. What do they call it? Agent provocateur garbage, man.
Right.
You understand? Where they send agents to go and cause protesters and different organizations to cause disruption, cause an issue to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't have to happen, but it's for whatever their goal was.
Right.
You know, in that sense, the IUIC, it was just a reason to bully us and get us up off that corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, I'm gonna make it real clear. The ISUPK, we don't bully people off of corners.
Right.
It's in our protocols that if a man is if there are brothers on the corner, if there are fake Israelites on that corner, let them have it. We go and find another corner, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We not bullying nobody off no damn corner. We ain't no cowards. So we ain't gonna let nobody bully us off the damn corner, but we not gonna go and bully nobody off the damn corner, man.
Right.
Have the goddamn street. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna come over there and put your hands on any of us,
right,
and be running your mouth dust, and we not gonna say that. That's why, again, let me give Captain the dog bar a hand, because he stood his ground. And this is how you know he wasn't no push, because he was blazing on them the whole damn time.
Right.
30 niggas, 40 niggas, 50 niggas. I don't know how many niggas. There was a lot of niggas out there.
Right.
But them four brothers stood their ground.
Right.
And that's the middle. You got that scripture from me out?
Baruch 3:26.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, get that from me real quick.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 26.
Yeah, this is these niggas right here.
There were the giants famous from the beginning, that were of so great stature and so expert in war.
Yeah, these niggas, they might look like giants to you out here, whatever, and look like they got skills and big and tough, and they might be experts, in what they do and in how they handle situations like the way they get, which we know is all police. That's all police tactics.
Yeah,
anyway.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is police tactics anyway. So that they might seem like they giants and they big and they tough and all of this and that. They look glorious and all that. But keep reading.
Verse 27. Those did not the Lord choose.
But what?
Those did not the Lord choose.
But the Lord didn't choose them, man. The Lord didn't choose these niggas, man.
Right.
I don't give a damn how they look. I don't care how big and strong they are. The Lord didn't choose these niggas. Read on.
Neither gave he the way of knowledge.
Neither did he give these niggas the way of knowledge, obviously, because they couldn't keep our sister from dying, because they teach a doctrine where they believe that Hamites can be in the goddamn congregation.
Exactly.
So obviously they don't have an understanding of the knowledge of the Most High.
Right.
Obviously they don't understand. They don't have the knowledge of the Most High, where they're teaching men falsehoods about not being able to have multiple wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they don't have the knowledge of the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they you know what I'm saying, coming and being unbrotherly towards other brothers and bullying them on the goddamn street.
Right. Exactly.
Read that again.
Verse 27.
27. Read it again.
Verse 27. Those did not the Lord choose, neither gave
he the way of knowledge unto them.
Yeah, the Lord didn't choose them or give them the way of knowledge. He didn't give them the way of knowledge. Read on.
28. But they were destroyed.
But they were what?
They were destroyed.
But they were what?
Destroyed.
You're going to get destroyed. You niggas in the IUIC, the Lord is going to destroy you, man. Read on.
Because they had no wisdom.
Because you ain't have no damn wisdom, man.
Right.
You think you got wisdom. That nigga Nathaniel, that nigga don't have no wisdom. That nigga was an officer of 50 before he ended up leaving the ISUPK.
Right.
You got an officer of 50 running your whole goddamn camp.
Dang.
And that ain't no slight to any brothers that's an officer of 50 in the ISUPK. Because y'all brothers is way more learned than that nigga. Period.
Right.
That ain't no slight towards y'all. But that nigga is an officer. He ain't even an officer of 50. That nigga's a young man. So like,
Right.
he's a guy. That's young man Nathaniel. Goddamn.
Right.
That's right.
So I get one about me.
Go ahead.
They got officer of 20.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. They want so badly to just throw away the whole spirit of the ISUPK and One West because they always hated the ISUPK. You can tell that Nathaniel always hated the ISUPK or always hated One West.
Right.
You could just tell. He just always looked like he wanted to run shit.
Exactly.
Go ahead, read on.
And perish through their own foolishness.
And perish through your own foolishness. Let me tell you something about your foolishness, niggas. Your foolishness was when you put your hand on the prophets of the Lord in ISUPK.
Right.
So I'm letting you know that you're going to perish for your own foolishness because that was some fool ass shit right there. So like my language.
Right.
That was some fool stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Read it again. That scripture one more time.
From 28.
Yeah.
Verse 28. But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom and perished through their own foolishness.
Yeah, man. That whole organization is foolish. They have no wisdom. And the Lord is going to take them down because they are here to oppress Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. That's what they're here for. They're not here to raise up Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
They're not here to help or to get brothers and sisters off of drugs. They hate niggas that's on drugs.
Right.
They hate niggas that sell drugs. They hate niggas that, like, it's like I ain't trying to take up the whole goddamn show. It's like they hate niggas that sell drugs. They hate niggas that do drugs. They hate everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got something to say?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So like if I could, I was trying to find that video of them saying that if you have a warrant, they're gonna turn you in. But I found one that they did. They just dropped 3 weeks ago. Where they actually teaching that snitching is biblical.
Good night.
And that you're supposed to snitch.
Oh, you got that right now?
Good
Can we
night.
look at it?
So like,
Yo, get it up. So like,
on now.
shit, it don't even matter. Now you can sit right over here if you want to.
You said he was supposed to snitch.
yeah, he say snitching.
Yeah, you can get right here, boss.
Snitch it. Snitch.
Okay. Yeah, they don't switch. You can get it done. Yeah, boy.
We're gonna welcome
Also 5,000.
5,000.
Also bun, man.
Amon Karam.
Give him a hand. Shout out, dog. Yeah, we just, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. These brothers do damage to our community, man. They to me, in my opinion, I hate, and it's sad that it has to be said like this, but in my opinion, them brothers is worse than the goddamn police, man.
Right.
They worse than the goddamn police, man. You know what I'm saying? How that brother, like there was a video that's been surfacing all around, and it's old, but they've been reposting it on Facebook, wherein apparently they called some cops on the brother. I don't know if y'all had heard about it, but they called some cops on the brother. And that the police ended up coming and they ended up murdering that brother out on the street. This is the one right here? Did everybody see that?
Turn the
You know, I don't like to use the word receipts like that because it sounds kind of feminine, but these is receipts right here, man. You know, this is like.
Look at the environment is. I'm calling the cops. I am snitching.
I am snitching.
Down for snitching. You going to jail.
That's crazy. We the 12.
Yeah, that was when they was saying we the 12.
Y'all 12.
Y'all the 12.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Relax, sir. I couldn't-
Oh
Go ahead,
my goodness.
Chime in anytime you want to like it.
It's so disgusting with these purple homosexuals. Because like you said earlier, they hate black people. They hate Latinos and Native Indians. The only people that they don't have a problem with is the so-called oppressor.
Right.
Damn right.
They never try to step up in his face, do anything, to say anything. And that's just more proof to show you that they are undercover working with this oppressor.
Right.
And it was a video today, a brother show, I don't know if y'all seen it, but over the camp, with all this situation happening, somebody recorded an orb over the camp. Like it was a small orb over the camp. Somebody just happened to look at the picture and was like, what is that? You know, like observing what was going on.
Mhm.
Just like other orbs that they've been taking pictures of, like orbs flying past certain things and they can't identify what it was. But it was one over that camp when that situation happened.
Right.
And it makes you wonder, was that a chariot sitting there watching all of this stuff happen? Just to have it on record when something happens to the IUIC, because something is most definitely gonna happen to it.
Man, you better know it. You better know it. Like the judgment of the Lord is gonna be swift, man. And while they sitting around on their high horse and full of pride, thinking that they doing something because of the numbers,
Right.
they better know it don't make a difference, man. That don't make a difference. Your numbers don't mean nothing. I got some scripture. I got a scripture on that. Y'all go ahead and keep talking though.
And I was just gonna say, like you said, they believe heavily in numbers, not even understanding what happened to the nation of Israel when we depended on numbers. The Lord always made us fall when we depended on numbers.
Right.
That's one thing about the Isupk. When we go to them street corners, we don't care about who's, how many numbers that we have.
Right.
We'll go 4, 5 deep, 2 deep, whatever. And we'll take on the whole entire world if it comes down to it.
Yeah, right.
With the IUIC, they have to have numbers for them to feel confident. For them to feel confident and feel like, you know what? It's just like when you're young and you go to the club, where everybody be like, we going to the club deep tonight. I wish somebody would try something.
Right.
Until somebody pulls out a gun and about 6, 7 of them.
Right.
Damn right.
It's going to be that when the Lord comes down and brings judgment on them. He's going to show them that your numbers don't mean anything when he cuts that count.
Damn right.
Right.
If I could, man, could I get this scripture real quick? Give me First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 19. Yeah, I mean, he said what he said is just true, man. Like them numbers don't be meaning nothing, and you about to find out real soon. Y'all purple homosexuals can wear them expensive gay garments all you want, and all of that garbage you teaching, and you took the Lord ain't with none of that, man.
Yeah, right.
He ain't with that. Let me know when you get that out.
It's like I said, if I may.
Go ahead, out.
IUIC, man, it's just another Christian organization, man. Y'all are a Christian church. Y'all probably in that stuffing roaches as well. Probably in that stuffing roaches, running around the damn congregation, running around, probably sitting there putting your hands on the brother sister head and falling down on the floor. Probably got your face on the floor. Y'all ain't nothing but a whole Christian church, man. That's all the IUIC is. You damn. I can't say what I want to say.
That's the last.
That's the
So, you got that for me out?
Con.
Yeah, read it loud.
Say it.
Let me get this one real quick. So like, if I could. Go ahead.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host.
Read it again from the top.
For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll take some of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your numbers ain't got nothing to do with what you win in battles. Your numbers ain't got nothing to do with you winning battles, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord was angry at David when David asked Joab to go out there and number that army.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord, if the Lord is with you, he with you. If it's 5 or 6 of y'all, the Lord with you, he with you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna win that war, that battle. Read on.
But strength cometh from heaven.
But strength what?
Cometh from heaven.
But what?
Cometh from heaven.
But strength cometh from heaven, man.
Right.
Not from no goddamn numbers. I don't care if it's 100 of y'all at camp. I don't give a damn if it's 1,000 of y'all, 20,000 of y'all. I don't give a damn about none of that. It's the strength. Our strength comes from heaven, man. It comes from the Most High. That's why the Lord led certain brothers into battle. You know, when you go back to the book of Judges, led brothers into battles with just a few men.
Right.
And was able to take down armies that was what, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 strong.
Right.
But maybe just 100, 200, 300 men. You know what I'm saying? Numbers ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
You understand? Because the strength of the Lord, like our strength comes from the Lord, man.
Right.
Not numbers.
Right.
If the Lord wanted to, he could have all of us take thousands of down, man.
Right. Yeah, right.
I digress on that. So like,
You know, 20. You know what?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a little bit more. You mind if I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is the verse 20.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 20. They come against us in much pride and iniquity.
And that's what they did with the brothers over there in KC.
Right.
Like they came at them with pride and so much hatred and wickedness towards them brothers, man. Read on.
To destroy us.
To destroy us. Because that's what they want. Like them niggas really just work with the cops and they're trying to destroy everything the Commander General Yohana work for.
Right.
That's what they doing. Read on.
It's a lot there. And our wives and children.
And our wives and children. Because they go ahead out.
I was just gonna say that's so heavy because that the one that's the criminal that's out of their organization said he wanted to spit in our sister's face.
Yeah, that goes heavy with the point. That what is his name? Connie or what is his name? I can't think of what that Kanai, that's his name. That Kanai dude. They put out some information about him talking about spitting on a sister in our school.
Criminal.
That's because they hate our women and they hate our children. They hate us too. You understand? Read on.
And to spoil us.
And they want to spoil us. Read on.
21. But we fight for our lives.
But we do what?
Fight for our lives.
We fight over here, man.
Right.
We ain't no bitches.
Damn right.
Ain't no bitches in the ISUPK, man. We fight. But we don't fight all the way to the death, man. That's just how we are. Read on.
And our laws.
And our laws. We fight for our laws, man. They don't fight for the laws over there in the IUIC. That's why Joe Morgan is dead.
Damn
Right.
They don't fight for the laws over there, man. Any more on that?
22, which I believe that might be the end of it, which is it goes, wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them
Go ahead.
before our face.
Damn.
Read it again. I want you to hear this, IUIC. Read it again.
Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face.
The Lord is going to overthrow you before our face, man. Right. You worried about us. We listen, them fake Israelite niggas up in the clubhouse, they think we finna go over there and body them, man. Like we finna just go over there and just antagonize them and fight and all of that because they some carnal niggas.
Right.
That's the way they think. But they don't know that it's the Lord that's gonna deal with them, man.
Right.
And he gonna deal with them harshly. You about to say something about?
So like I said, they in clubhouse, they think the ISUPK is going to murder They're gonna strap up with guns and just somebody will say it's all news that y'all gonna go kill them.
Right.
Hey, Fox said, I ain't no killer, but don't push them.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead. I was like, good.
So like I was gonna say that you know, like when I was listening to the clubhouse, it was like everybody kept throwing around this word camp banging. Talking about
Right.
you know, IUIC versus ISUPK. But the thing that everybody fail to realize or forget is that them brothers, they don't, it's not that they hate us in the UPK. Them brothers hate the Most High.
Right.
You understand? Because they hate what the Lord laid down in 1969.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why they started their own organization. because they hate the Most High.
Right.
So what they did, they laid hands on the prophets of the Most High.
Right.
So they declared war against the Most High.
Damn
By
right.
doing
Damn
that.
right.
That's
Damn
an act
right.
of war.
Yo, give him a hand.
And the thing is that every word they gonna do. Every time that IUIC has came up against the UPK, the Lord went against them.
Right.
Damn
The
right.
Lord exposed that they were sleeping with trans.
Oh,
You know, the most High revealed that that Hamite had murdered that sister, that Nate had falsely arrested them brothers.
Right.
You understand? So we didn't dig to pull that information out. The Lord brought that information.
Damn right.
You understand? And so I just wanted to say that everybody worry about what the UPK gonna do. They need to worry about what the Most High gonna do.
Yeah,
Give him
right.
a hand, man.
I was about to say, I remember before coming in the truth back in, I want to say about 2014, maybe, when Nate was on stage, literally looking at the picture while having the class. Like, he was like, "Hey, you seen that picture I sent you?" And I'm like, "Oh."
So like if I could,
Big club.
and I listen, I know I talk a lot, man, but listen, I remember that because the big deal about it was how long he was looking at the fucking video. Like that really was what the big deal. It wasn't even like a whoa, what the fuck is that? It was more or less like,
You seen this?
right. like that was the type of shit it was.
Show the congregation.
Like these niggas, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like y'all can't tell me. So like,
That nigga was oozing out of every part of his body. He couldn't even help it. He was just like, see what I have. Like,
look at this ride.
he wanted to show everybody. That's the point. He wanted everybody to feel how he exactly. Doesn't this make you feel good?
That brother was aroused on that stage by that ride.
So like everybody did feel the same way except for the one that left.
Yeah. It's the most righteous thing, man. He did the righteous thing a straight man would do.
Right. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah. He did right.
That's good.
It's like,
No, you was about to say something?
I was like,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. You want to go?
I'm just saying good night, but that man is
He's funny, man.
that is a homosexual, man. This, especially how he have his hair slicked back.
Right.
I'm talking about jail,
They
probably
said he had
now.
like Joe Muhammad said, he had the woman
Woman king bun.
The woman king.
The woman king hairstyle.
The woman king hair joint.
Man, that thing slick back into it. Then it don't be a pony like a middle ponytail. It be like right there on top of his head, like
The mohawk.
the most.
And then like the fluffy shit in the front, whatever. Like
It did.
how her joint was.
The ATL mohawk when the homosexual used to rock it.
Right.
ATL.
And this,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I said, amazing. And then it's that picture when he on top of that horse for me.
Oh,
And
damn.
also, Asha Yala, he posted earlier. He say, he gonna ride that horse until he can't no more.
Damn.
God,
Go ahead, Asha. Go ahead, Asha. He right on that.
Oh, boy.
Yo, cause he who's the rapper?
Nas
Nas X. Lil Nathaniel X. Lil Nate X. That's his name.
And so, like I said, if I could, it's a brother who's in the IUIC who's trying to do his best to get inside the IUIC. And he cuts hair, but he has told me things that they do inside of their school.
Right.
Well, inside of their church. And he told me, he said that they do have a large congregation of women inside of that. He said, but the brother told him that was in there said, don't worry about none of these women in here. They all evil. I said, he said that about the women in the school? He was like, yeah, he said, I shouldn't be trying to focus on them. He said, because they all evil. He said, we ain't even worried about them right now. He said, you just need to focus on yourself. And I'm like, what kind of man doesn't want another man to have a woman?
Right.
So like
Oh,
homosexual.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
it actually really boggles my mind that there's so many women up in there, and them niggas don't indulge in having multiple wives.
They got a lot of women.
Like it's something else going on up in that place, man.
So like they just like the brothers in the Maccabees that wouldn't fight on the Sabbath day.
Right, exactly. Damn right.
That's just like IUIC.
Like it. They don't fight on the Sabbath day, but they do touch each other on Sabbath.
That's for sure.
I'm going to play basketball with friends. Like Jim Miami said.
And they don't have the lights on. They have light. They don't turn the lights on.
They
The
don't
TV off. They go.
playing basketball in the dark.
Yikes.
They don't use the microwave.
Oh my goodness, boy!
I heard some of the most craziest shit today from the fake Israelite. He said, you know, Shaul. I said, okay.
Shaul.
He was like, you know, but like he said, like Shaul was talking about. He said, you know, the oppressor. I said, yeah. He said, you know, he is the beast. I was like, yeah, I already know that. He was like, but you know, there's another beast that's about to come back. I said, enlighten me on this other beast that's about to come back. He said, well, you know the Balkan, right? I was like, what, the goat? He was like, yeah, the goat, the half human. He said, that's gonna come back.
Whoa. What are you talking about, man?
He said, you remember during the time of Noah? When Noah was saying that, there was a different generation back then. He said, people were different back then. He said, they were creatures.
Put that weed down. Put that goddamn weed down.
I had to go wipe my nose because it started bleeding. I said, so you tell me that the goat and half man is gonna come back? He said, yeah, back in ancient times, there was always stuff like that. I said, he been watching Lord of the Rings.
This nigga watching. He been watching
That nigga
Narnia.
was high watching
Watching
Lord of the
Narnia.
Rings. That nigga was high watching Lord of the goddamn Rings. That's what it was.
Chronicles of Narnia. The phone.
And let me also say this, man. You fake Israelites, y'all not in the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop acting like y'all with us. I was in Clubhouse. I was disgusted, man. I was in Clubhouse and I was just listening to these fake ass Israelites, man. And they just got this pompous pride in them that makes them think that they can now tell us how we should deal with things because of what happened in KC and this and that. Y'all niggas can't tell us nothing.
Right.
No.
Because y'all the type of niggas that would just pack your shit up and leave.
Right.
We don't do that in here, man.
Right.
Yeah,
We don't pack up and leave. You understand? We stand our ground.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And so then when I be hearing that garbage up in there, I just be like, man, see, that's why I'm glad I'm gonna put the Commander Junior Hunter. Commander Junior Hunter is a true warrior.
Damn
True.
right.
Damn right.
And all I ever aspired to do was get up under a masculine, real brother that was about warfare for real, man. Because most of us are raised up under very effeminate either men or just raised up by our moms. You know what I'm saying? In the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? But to have the honor to be raised up under a man who is a real warrior and really loves God, it's just an amazing thing, man. I wouldn't trade this for nothing.
Yeah,
But I will never ever be loyal to no punk ass nigga like Nathan. So like,
I'm right.
Right.
might as well say it. I already have said it. We got any more videos on them homosexuals? Like,
Now, if you don't really know, is that the Bible is full of solutions. Full of solutions to problems that we see every single day. These are problems that we live. And we always ask, where's the solution? How can we fix it? We're thinking, maybe the white man's going to come in and fix it for us. Maybe it's who we vote for is going to fix it. All you have to do all this time is open the book and start applying what you're reading. Watch this. Read Leviticus 5:1, since Captain was mentioned.
It's a Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1.
Yes.
And if a soul sin.
If a soul sin. So now we're talking about Poughkeepsie. Is there a lot of sinning going on in Poughkeepsie? Is there a lot of crime going on in Poughkeepsie? There's sin. There's evil going on in Poughkeepsie. Read.
And if a soul sin, and hear the voice of swearing, and if a witness.
If a witness. And do we see this crime that's going on? Like, watch this. You're not telling me no names, right? Have you ever seen anyone sell drugs? with your own eyes? The two women said yes. You're thinking about it too long, so I already know the answer. So you already afraid. You're already like, I'm not gonna say nothing. But you see them, so I haven't even been out here 2 hours yet. I see it with my own eyes. I already seen it. So I know you saw it. Read.
And if they sow sin, and hear the voice of swearing, and if they witness whether he has seen or known of it.
Whether you see or known of it, this is what God said, read.
If you do not utter it,
If you do not utter it, if you do not say something,
then he shall bear his iniquity.
it's your fault. You will bear the iniquity.
What?
This is what God said to the judges. This is a priest.
Hey,
So this is their way of justifying snitching, basically.
That's crazy.
No, they wild, man.
Hey, don't pull up over there with a suspended license.
No, and I've had that. I've had other charges as well.
Like,
And if I had known that, and that's why it had to be nothing but the Spirit of the Most High, not desire for us to come here. It had to be.
good night.
Because we would have walked up and there, we might as well have just walked to the damn police department.
right, yeah.
We could just turn our damn selves in. Like, fuck it. I bet you there's something that's not being said. I bet you them niggas run background checks for
Right,
every
yeah,
one of their
right.
movies.
Drug screening.
Drug
and all.
screening out.
Because whoever got a warrant, they are really gonna turn that nigga in.
Strip you naked, make you do the physical.
See what you don't
Touch your balls.
So what you don't know.
Cough, cough.
Cough, cough.
Cough.
Good night, bro.
Oh,
Like you said, you want to grab a ball. I'm going to the ISUPK.
spread your cheeks. Paul.
Yeah, we good on that. No, it's probably something that ain't being spoken about, but there's probably a lot of brothers that don't make it in there and end up in jail because of those niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we already know what kind of demographic and what type of people is up in there, man. It's them fraternity type, them frat brother type motherfuckers.
Right.
Them niggas who's, Ivy League type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Charleston White.
Yeah. Them damn nice square haircut and pledging type niggas. That's the type of niggas they are not. They're not the niggas in the neighborhood that's selling the drugs and all this stuff. These is the cop niggas. These are niggas that grow up and desire to be the cops.
All right.
Because they really hate their own people, man.
So, like, if I could,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like brothers join IUIC for the same reason that they join the police force. It's like the same spirit. Like they, of course, they not the ones that's out here dying in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They the ones that's in the Christian church. Wearing skin tight dress suits with the I can't even think of the type of color. What they call them? Bright colors. Pastel.
The pastel.
Pastel
Oh
suits.
man,
Like these brothers was wearing pastel Easter suits.
pastel just sounds. Funny.
You know what I mean? Before they joined IUIC. You understand? And even since then, they hated the brothers that was out here in the streets that was dying, that was selling drugs to survive.
Right.
You understand? It's like, they turn you in for selling drugs. You understand? Or you know what I mean? How many brothers they done put in prison?
Right.
You understand? And while everybody trying to say who's right, who's wrong, we'll make it simple and plain like this.
Right.
These brothers advocate and use the Bible to justify putting black people in prison.
Damn right.
You understand why the ISUPK is getting brothers out of prison.
That's right,
You
man.
understand?
Damn right.
Give him a hand, man. That's absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah had a warrant, man, for his word. They wanted him dead. Them Pharisees actually went and petitioned Pilate to put him to death.
Right.
They wanted him dead. And he had to be on the run until it was actually time for him to get for the situation to happen.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So these niggas would have turned Christ in, man.
Right.
That's them niggas right there.
Damn right.
Them IUIC niggas, they would have turned Yahweh Shai in.
Good night.
You about to say something, Mark?
So like if I could, I wouldn't be surprised if the house shot was in that chariot that was over the camp, like flashback. Look at Judas and them.
Damn. Right. They has that same spirit as Judas. Same spirit. He was an officer of 50. Now he's a general because they said he was. Not because he came up in the ranks.
Right.
Because he has a lot of people and they feel like he can get up in the ranks just because he has a lot of people.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so like, yeah, I'd even go as far as to say Judas more righteous than them. Because at least after he did what he did, he killed himself.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
These brothers is proud of what they did.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yep. That's true. Like that nigga ain't. I mean, he ain't apologized for Joy Morgan. He ain't apologized for them brothers he got falsely convicted. He ain't apologized for the brother that got shot because he called the cops on him. The cops over-escalated the situation and killed that brother. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't apologize for nothing they do.
Right.
Instead, we get some little version of whatever the story was that just totally separates them from the issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there it's an evil thing in the sight of the Lord, man. It's an evil thing in the sight of the Lord. So like y'all got it out.
Nah,
I'm out.
you
Took
took
a
off
while.
better once.
Like that brother that they called the police on, wasn't that a sister in the church? That was her son, right? Because they saying he was out there with a knife and the cops pulled up and they gunned him down.
They gunned him down real good. That's the video that they've been circulating all. Matter of fact, if you could find that out there,
It's like
they've been replaying that video all on Facebook. And that cop shot him down.
I remember that, and it was an oppressor.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything. And the brother was just having a mental breakdown.
And if I'm not mistaken, the whole community was out there in front of IUIC saying, it's y'all fault. Y'all the reason why this happened. Y'all are the ones that caused this to happen.
right.
I remember that.
And then, so like I said, if I made it, y'all just can't forget, the IUIC got their ass whooped by the Christian church. Can't forget about that. Got your ass whooped by a slacker one.
Because they so I know you probably gonna find it, but that's because they so much of a coward, man, that they even go bully some damn little old ladies in a goddamn church, man.
Understand, when Moses,
So like,
Yeah.
I just can't get over how they always tend to shift the blame on us.
Right.
Like it's always our fault.
Right.
It's never the oppressor's fault. It's your fault that you're in this situation. You got to do better. You got to do right. Like haven't we had hundreds of years of being told that everything is our fault?
Right.
Haven't we had years of we've been told that the reason why we're in this condition because our fault? The oppressor told us the same thing.
Right.
And they still do today. Well, black people got to stop killing black people. And guess who agrees with them? The IUIC.
Right.
Yeah.
Charleston White. They all agree with this oppressor, but nobody takes the time to find out the real reason behind these problems.
Right.
All right. And to reinforce your point, man, they call Trayvon Martin rebellious.
Right.
Meanwhile, that homosexual George Zimmerman is free and is an open racist.
Right.
He's an open racist. But the IUIC stance is that Trayvon Martin was rebellious.
Right.
This is a man who was cutting through a neighborhood, had his drink in his hand, had some chips in his hand, or something like that, some Skittles in his hand, and he was cutting through a neighborhood, and this devil wanted to harass him because he couldn't just stand seeing a nigga walking through a neighborhood minding his own business.
Right. If I could.
But he was the one being rebellious. Go ahead.
If I could, man. You know what I'm saying? When that happened around that time, man, I was probably at least like 15 years old.
That's how it
I was probably about maybe 15. That's when I finally came to my senses to like, this system isn't fair. That's when I finally was like, okay, this is really how it is. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm just young. You know what I'm saying? I heard about what happened, but now I actually got to see the trial. I got to see the injustice that actually happened.
Right.
And it hit me to the core because I'm down in his age when it happened.
Right.
I'm like, man, that could have happened to me. Right. And this is why Commander General Hunter always tells us, Black, stop blaming yourself for what happened to you. You know what I'm saying, for 400 years. Stop blaming yourself for these things that for the predicament that we're put in right now, man. That's it.
Damn
That
right,
was
man.
broad day. It was broad daylight.
What's this one right here?
That was the one where they almost got another brother killed.
Oh man.
That was one that they had called the cops, and the cops came out and drew guns on the brother. So, like, if I could, I wonder if they called the cops on white people.
I doubt it.
Never.
I doubt it.
It's like they only. It's like they. I should watch the rest of that video and see what they say, to see if they be like, you know what I mean? If they only call the cops on blacks and Hispanics.
I don't even really believe that they hate the white man. I'm gonna tell you why. Captain Soccer War, shout out to Captain Soccer War, man. Give him my hand, man. Captain Soccer War made a post, and I remember seeing this video one time before, but he said he's gonna make it public. I'm gonna be looking out for it. But he was saying that there was a video of the IUIC saying that, or telling brothers that they don't believe that like it's not that we shouldn't be saying the white man is the devil anymore.
Right.
Like, we already know the white man is the devil type, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already know the white man is the devil. Try to downplay it, saying it ain't even necessary. Like, we already know who the devil is. It is what it is. We ain't on that no more. It ain't about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Which is just so fucking disgusting to even say that. Because, no, I'm good. That's just so fucking disgusting to say that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know who orchestrates this society, man. We know that the reason why brothers and sisters is on crack and cocaine and on all kinds of drugs and out here dying of opioids and all kinds of different drugs is because of the white man's, you know, his evilness towards us, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the more these brothers try to deny that, you know, that the white man is our problem, the more I realize that they are truly enemies to the black community.
Right.
I don't even need to know that they don't blame the white man for our situation. I don't even need to know that they hate black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. They just hate black, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Straight up.
As a matter of fact, when that one brother, and this came out with General Muhammad as well, on Black Watch as well. But when that Hispanic brother left that group, I think this is the brother who was doing the garments and stuff.
Yeah.
When that brother left that group, what did they call him? They called him a wetback.
Wow.
They called him a wetback. That wetback. You know what I'm saying? Like, since when did we start, you know, we use derogatory terms in that way towards our brother in that way, in that context?
Wow.
I might say, yo, what's up, my nigga, this and that, blah, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna see, you know, this brother leave. I'm not gonna look at him and be like, yo, that wetback, whatever that wetback. Like, you said it like the way the white man would say it.
Right.
You said it exactly in the spirit of the white man.
That's it.
And that's literally how them niggas are. Them niggas are, I don't even know how to explain it. Them niggas is just, some damn silver spoon fed ass niggas, man.
Right.
Crucified.
They grew up in the suburbs, and they just had life was just good, and they were just taught that everybody else was beneath them.
Right.
That's the type of niggas that join this. Matter of fact, really, all of them niggas is just church. They really just church niggas.
Right.
They just niggas that transferred from church to purple. I mean, that's all it is. It's still a damn church.
Yeah,
right.
That's the choir members.
Exactly. Give them my hand. They wear choir robes. That purple shit, man. Listen, I grew up in the Christian church, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. I think most of us have grew up. But if you in the South, you grew up in the damn. You know, it's rare that you didn't grow up in the goddamn church.
Right.
But that shit they wearing, man, that shit they wearing looks like exactly what you wear when you getting ready to have some special event at the church.
Right.
I don't know what are some events like communion or what do they used to have? Easter Sunday and what's that shit called where they have church
Revival.
every day revival. That's the type of shit they wear in them Christian churches, man. Like they out on the streets acting like they tough and they just gangster, but they wearing them damn choir robes, looking like they finna break out with a song, man.
Right.
Like they finna start shouting, stumping on roaches, man.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they
Man.
And they picture Yahushua with his chest out.
Sexy Jesus, right?
Sexy chocolate.
The greasy pecs.
Sexy chocolate.
Dang.
Soul glow.
Yo, cause really, them niggas that image. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. That damn image of no, exactly. I was right. That image of their version of Yahushua, that is their thing.
Yeah,
Right.
That's their thing.
That's it.
They have a picture of that?
Oh,
You know how we got this image right here. This image right here of Yahushua accurately depicts how he was described in Revelations, right? That image that they got, the IUIC got, that picture is Nathaniel,
Right.
in purple. That's all it is. If you ever seen it, it's a brother with a short white fro, and he has the same facial features of Nathaniel, and then to top it off, he got on a garment, but his pecs is popping out of his garment with some oil on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all can't see no homosexuality in that, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
So like, and they say that you're going to hell. Like, they say stuff just like that.
Because that's that Christian talk, man. You going to hell. Who have I heard say that before? Christians.
Right.
I heard my girl, you going to hell. Yeah, come on, man. They are really like man, they still Christian, man. That is what it is.
And so like I said about me, then if you go to the Ejaculate and you go to this, I don't know exactly what section it is of the Anderson Ejaculate, but if you go to where the pictures are, they got the picture of Christ as a black man, and he got his shirt off. I don't know if you see that. I don't know if you see that. He got a picture of him with his shirt off with dreads. He got the dreads in his hair.
They took it there.
Man, they got Christ with dreads in his hair with his shirt off, just sitting there chilling.
Don't say nothing about no dreads or so-called locks or nothing.
Exactly.
Don't say long hair. Just say the hair
That's
was white.
That's who the Christians picture when they say, "Long as I got King Jesus."
You know how gay you gotta be? Yeah. You know how gay you gotta be to be sitting there. Like, I'm gonna tell you, you know how gay you gotta be to be sitting there trying to direct somebody to draw a picture with the pecs and the oil in there. Like, make sure the pecs are bulging.
Damn.
Gotta make sure the pecs are bulging. Put some oil on it. Make it look shiny.
Make them look wet.
Make them look wet. Make it look like somebody sprayed a mist on his chest.
Sexy Jesus, y'all. Give it up for sexy Jesus.
Sexy chocolate.
Like, brother.
Hey, come on. So like I said, I want to know who drew the picture. I want to know
I
who.
think it was that Hispanic brother that they was calling wetback.
Mhm.
I wish we could find that brother. Like, who instructed you to draw with the pecs out? Just the man boob popping out the top. Like,
That was
like
Nathaniel.
a sister.
So like it, that was Sister Nathaniel. That did that.
Can't put him on a skirt.
That was Sister Nathaniel that did that, brother. He gave him all. He probably looked at that episode. Sexy right there. He looked at it like he looked at the dick pic.
He held both on side by side.
God damn.
He said,
Whoa. Oh boy.
he coined his house. He got a sexy Jesus, and underneath it is the dick pic.
That's horrible, lot.
You gotta be a horrible man to be on stage with your phone. Talking about, look at this. Look at this. Like, and this a picture of a ride on your phone.
So lucky if I could. Hey, that's the fastest way to get jumped in the UPK. I know that.
There you go right there. There you go right
Oh,
there.
that's worse.
Show the love, man.
Brother, so like
Oh, no.
There you go right
and
there.
like that's like That's how black Christians and fake Israelites. That's how they view Christ.
Right.
Give me the scripture that says that Christ was an austere man.
Night. They got him with his shirt off.
Yeah. Give me
Shirt off.
Give me the scripture that says somebody get
That's
that
what
from
they
the
got.
Lord.
At the jacket, like you can buy that frame. You can get that picture
The
in the
scripture
frame.
where it says that Christ was austere. He was an austere man.
In a big ass frame. You can get that picture, that exact picture right there of Christ in your house with the shirt off, just sitting there chilling.
Luke 19.
Luke 19 and 20. Let me get that, man.
Luke 19:21.
Yeah.
Like, man, like I mean, my mama and them, like my mama, of course, they got the white Christ up there.
Yikes.
My mama,
Yikes.
my damn mama, my grandma, all them got the white Christ up there.
Don't feel bad, brother. We all got
I got
family who got white Jesus up in the house, man.
It's like, you ever notice that they don't never show the white Jesus with the shirt off?
Right, exactly.
Like he's got the
Full
whole
clothing.
clothing.
Go ahead.
In the Catholic Church, they got them butt naked.
good.
Actually, you're right about that.
Damn.
Good.
Naked?
Bride and everything.
Butt naked. They got a butt naked statue in your house. Y'all twigging berries out.
No, let's change your boy G.
That's all they can come with.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Like,
Like, I was,
like,
when I was in church, my last days in church. So this was before I came to truth.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm in there, man. I already heard a little about about Christ, being black. Man, I'm in there, they singing the song and stuff. They got a little projector where Jesus come out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I see him as Caesar was there. Man, I'm telling you, I kid you not. I'm in there sweating, hot, piping hot, mad, angry. I'm talking about I'm in there sweating. And I'm like, bro, get me the fuck out. I was so mad, man. They can see it on my face. I was like, yo, this is it. And that was the last time I went there. I'm sorry, Christ.
Damn right. Give him my hand, man. Give him my hand. You got that scripture?
Kind. The book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 21.
Yeah.
For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man.
Yeah.
Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow.
He said, I fear what? Read it again.
I
fear thee, why?
For I fear thee,
Mm-hmm.
because thou art an austere man.
He was saying that he feared Christ because he's an austere man. What does austere mean? What does austere mean? Yeah, real quick,
Anybody in chat, you can put it in the chat as well. So like everyone.
Meaning he was like militant, like he spoke with command.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. Like that's exactly what Christ was like. He was a man who commanded people, and he was a masculine brother, and he was very militant.
Right.
He wasn't that picture. You got it out? The definition of it?
Yes, it's austere, severe, or strict in appearance.
Strict in appearance. That's
or
what
manner.
Yeah, that's what I like right there. Read it again out loud.
Austere, severe, or strict in appearance or manner.
He was strict in appearance, but not just in appearance, but in his mannerisms as well.
Right.
That was a strict man. Yahweh Shah would have never did with that picture you just had. He would have never did no bullshit like that. That's the pose of some faggot that posed for that to get for somebody to draw, some artist to draw or whatever. Right. Same as Seja Borgier, right. Same as the Nasty Nate picture that they got over there in IUIC.
Slice of a man. Mm-hmm. What does that heart symbolize? Like that heart that's in the middle of Seja Borgier's heart. What does that symbolize? What the crown of thorns around? That heart that symbolizes like that the original picture of Caesar Borgia, they got the heart in the middle right there, and he's
with
doing
the thorns around.
He's doing
fire around.
He's throwing the fire around.
He's throwing up gang sign.
What does that symbolize? Like
burning love for homosexuality.
He's a flaming homosexual. That's what those flames around the heart mean.
His
flaming faggot.
His heart is on fire for you.
I know that the heart symbol is it's like a old symbol that used to identify whorehouses.
All right,
Good night.
Valentine.
And it's really not a
Good
heart.
night.
It's really a symbol for a beehive.
Butt cheek.
So when you see a bent over with
Butt cheek. Yeah.
the moon pie showing,
Right.
it look like a heart.
Good
Right.
night.
And then you know that this whorehouse called the Christian Church is on fire. And you can't get out. That's the sticky.
Oh,
Why?
they did it on purpose. That's exactly what they was trying to portray. It wasn't by accident. I'll tell you that.
So they got a different type of whorehouse. I seen when I was on the way back to the house earlier, I seen the fire truck and the ambulance at the church. I was like, oh shit, the bus was up, the doors on the bus was wide open. I was like, damn, somebody ain't gonna get to make it in that whorehouse tonight. Dang.
We got out there. But like it, man, like back on the topic with IUIC, like IUIC ain't nothing but another Christian organization, man.
Damn right.
Like y'all in the stumping roaches as well. Y'all in the laying your hands on the congregation, saying that gibberish, whatever y'all be saying, shabalabadino, whatever that y'all be saying, and in the damn congregation falling out on the floor, knowing damn well ain't nothing wrong with you. Like I seen a video the other day. It was a little girl. She had I think she had she either sprained the ankle or broke her ankle, and they baptized her.
Mm-hmm.
She got in the water. They baptized her. She got up. She walking normal. It wasn't shit wrong with you in the damn first place. Wasn't nothing wrong with you.
Right.
Like y'all just did that same thing about the holy water. I don't know if y'all remember that commercial when they did the holy water. They was trying to get people to buy the holy water, and the holy water was supposed to either make it was people that was saying they bought the holy water and they ended up using it and it made them rich. They ended up getting money to be able to pay their car note or their mortgage, knowing damn well that holy water came from the faucet.
Right.
That holy water that holy water symbolizes nothing. Y'all got that holy water from the damn faucet.
Right.
False advertising. Knowing damn well y'all wasn't behind on y'all bills. And then if it was, it came from the congregation.
Right.
But IUIC, man, y'all ain't nothing but a whole Christian organization. Right. Y'all are not, y'all might know that y'all are Israelites, but y'all teach a false doctrine, man, just like the Christian church.
Right, man.
It's like you got something to say?
I was gonna continue on that police brutality, man.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all talk about Tyree Moorhead, right? Tyree Moorhead was shot in Baltimore.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Yo, let's get it. What's that about?
Man, Tyree Moorhead, man, out of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? He was I think Osman, he talked about it with the brother with the knife.
Oh yeah, we was saying something.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm trying to remember the brother with the knife.
Out of Baltimore.
Shot on.
Yeah.
Is that the one that just
with
recently happened?
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
shot like 14 times.
with that woman. So why did he have that knife?
Now,
What was the reason?
there's it's being said that he was de-escalating something that happened.
Oh, okay.
There's plenty of rumors that, or he had a knife in his hand, I guess either to protect himself,
Mm-hmm.
right? But he wasn't going around stabbing anybody. As soon as the cops pull up, they got their body cams on. He goes out there. He says, "Get on the ground." But he is near a white woman. He's near a white woman, but he drops on the ground. But she falls back, like she gets on the ground too. So he is right on top of her with a knife in her hand, not stabbing her, but he got his arms out like this, stretched out, and he started ringing off shots.
Yeah,
14 and
Yeah, I saw that.
bang, 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 bang.
That's the
bang.
one that's been
No,
surfacing all around. They just
Just
started shooting the hell out of him.
hop straight out of the car and
Right.
started ringing shots and emptied the clip.
And did it all. put another one in and start shooting
to
again.
the point to where the damn
And
slider.
then it's like after all of those shots, he was still yelling them like, "Put your knife down!" Like I'm believing at that point he can't do nothing with the goddamn knife.
He's paralyzed with the
You
knife.
just shot this man all in the back and everything. He's not
Right.
going to threaten anybody.
Exactly.
He's done. Like even if he's still alive, he not doing nothing.
Right.
That man ain't no threat to you at this point.
Right.
But that's just how evil the white man is.
Right.
That's how devilish that bastard is, man.
Right.
Like he really just wanted him dead. Somebody go ahead, back.
Exactly, sir. That's exactly what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him being near a Caucasian woman. It's like if that was somebody black, man, he would have just jumped on both of them, started punching them both in the face or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To de-escalate the situation, whatever you think he's doing. There was brought 2 cops out there. He had backup. He wasn't stabbing her or nothing. He didn't even charge towards her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and also, you know, people around in his community, you know what I'm saying? I got this from Officer Rockets out here. I saw a video. I saw it too. Around his community, those brothers and sisters were saying that he's a community, you know, activist. He did things for his community. He wasn't a wild and a wild man. You know what I'm saying? He actually was a humble guy. You know what I'm saying? He did things for the community. He you know what I'm saying? He was well known and people knew him. He wasn't no killer or no, you know what I'm saying, anything violent. Right. No drug dealer around there. You know what I'm saying? He was well known. He had a good reputation around both I think West Baltimore and South Baltimore, one of the two.
Like I just gonna go in.
Yes,
What I'm
sir.
saying,
Come on,
it
sir.
just goes to show you that these cops look at black men, no matter what you do good, they look at you like thugs, gangsters, killers, murderers. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, that's how they look at you, and that's what they assume when they see you. That's why they got out of the car and murdered that brother like that.
Right.
They seen a black thug with a knife towards their sister, and that's why it's so disgusting what the IUIC did when they called the police on the brothers. And one of the IUIC members said that Captain Kadar had a gun.
Yeah, right.
They said Cap had a gun. They said he's got a gun.
They wanted that nigga dead.
Right. Exactly.
And
They wanted that nigga dead.
Man.
And you know, I should it should have rang bells because I think the earliest fuckery that I saw from them was that that brother, I guess there was a brother who had either broken into one of their cars. Remember that? Broken into one of those cars. And then while the brother was sitting in the back of a squad car after they got the police on him, they went and set up camp and blazed on the brother while he was in the back of the goddamn car. But you know how, brother, that is some sick garbage, man.
kick him while he down.
Yeah, like instead of helping the brother, finding out why this brother has to steal or do what he does, you know what I'm saying? And at least admonishing him behind closed doors and not turning him over to the police.
Right.
But while he's in the custody of the fucking enemy, you want to blaze on him?
Right.
Like y'all niggas are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. Go ahead,
It's like I was gonna just say that's just more proof to show you that church is not a part of Christ. Christ never turned his people over to the
Right.
empire.
Hell
He
no.
never snitched on anybody. He never told, even though Judas did what he did to him, he never allowed the enemy to overtake his brothers. Even though his people hated him,
Right.
the ones that even hated him, he never went to the person and said, "Hey, do this to him and do this to him." But that's what the Pharisees did.
Right.
The Pharisees went right to the oppressor, told them to get rid of Christ. And that's what the so-called IUIC did.
Exactly.
They went right to the oppressor, called the cops, and wanted them to kill our brothers in Kansas City.
Right.
Wanted them to do our brothers like how they did Christ, kill them on the spot. So they could have just been like, "See, they thought I told you they had guns." They did. They tried to do it to our brothers, and they did it to that sister that was in their school. They did it to her. The sister that was in the IUIC.
Right.
They called the police on her son, and they watched him get shot by the cops in front of them.
Good night. I didn't know
I
that.
think she had to watch her son get murdered
Oh yeah.
because she
Damn.
believed that much in the IUIC. And they called the police because they didn't know how to handle the situation.
That's crazy.
They didn't know how to help this brother.
Yeah,
They didn't even help him. So it's like,
So like that's because in the IUIC they're not austere men.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right. You're my man.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I can even go further with that. They don't even really love Christ.
Right.
They don't even really respect Christ. Because with knowing that Christ didn't operate in that way, snitching brothers and getting them locked up and stuff, the fact that they do that, they must think they're better than Christ.
Right.
They must think they're better than Christ.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's like, sir, their leader most definitely does because Christ came in on the donkey. Their leader came in
And then he got on the horse.
on his high horse.
It was on the name.
On his ass was
That nigga on that name.
literally.
Who that nigga on that name?
If I could get this scripture about this situation,
Yeah, you go ahead.
give you all Ezekiel 35:5, man. And this is just the nature of the white man, man. This is just who he is. Ezekiel 35:5. This is just who he is. But and really, the IUIC, that's their spirit comes from the white man.
Right.
They just learning how to be their father. The scripture says you are of your father, the devil. He's a
Right.
murderer from the beginning.
Yeah,
These niggas are like their father Esau. They just they live like him. They act like him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who they love. That's who they respect. They think that they want us to believe that they love Yahweh Shah, but really them niggas is following Esau, man. But you got that scripture for me out?
Ezekiel chapter 35:5.
Yeah.
God. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Perpetual means ongoing. Esau has had an ongoing hatred for Black Hispanics and Native Indians, man.
Right.
That's why it's no surprise that they shoot us down in the streets the way they do,
Right.
or they handle us the way they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no surprise that they do that. Read on.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And they shed our blood all the goddamn time. They're putting slugs in our back, putting bullets in our backs every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. Or for small petty crimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, the abortion clinics, everything that the white man has his goddamn hands in.
Right.
Destroying us. Read on.
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword. But of course, in this case, the gun, which is the sword, the modern day sword.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shooting us down in these goddamn streets, man.
Right.
Read on.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time of our calamity. Look at us. Black Hispanics and Native Indians are destroyed. We don't need to be beat down more. We already beat down, goddammit. But Esau beats us down. And that's why it's so fucking horrible that we have a group like these bastards in these purple. Because they come and they destroy us and beat us. They beat us down in our calamity, working for the white man.
Right.
Read on.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
You understand? Like that's the nature, that's the evilness of this white bastard. You know what I'm saying? And him gunning down that brother the way he did. You know what I'm saying? That's just totally his spirit. And that's why that animal Esau is going to be locked up inside of a goddamn cage.
Right.
When Yahweh Shah returns, give that a hand. Then once he's locked up in the cage, we won't have to worry about no faggot niggas like this right here. The IUIC, select you for my language. That's slang.
It's like
I'll be trying to figure out another way. Like,
if I could.
that F word just sounds so much better.
Right.
It feels better coming out.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. It's like if I could, like one more last thing with the, you know what I'm saying, with that, you know what I'm saying, when Christ and everybody else caught that woman in adultery, you know what I'm saying, he didn't turn her in, you know what I'm saying, when he had the moment to give her the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, what to do, what not to do, again, simply told her to go and sin no more, and he told the rest of them, you know what I'm saying, you that be with sin, cast the first stone. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn her in. He didn't do all of the above that they would do.
Yeah,
Just to get you locked up. But he told her to go and sin no more and gave her a chance.
Right.
They don't have compassion. Man.
Because and he's so right, because Yahweh Shah could have had her stoned. He could have turned her into the Pharisees.
Right, exactly.
He ain't turned her into the Pharisees. And he knew she was a whore.
All right.
But who who really could have done anything about that, knowing that they would have all been hypocrites if they did something.
Right.
And that was his point, man.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas, y'all wicked as hell too. All of y'all need to be stoned, really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, who am I to go and tell on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, in turn you into the same motherfuckers who would have done the same evil shit you would have done, or that you do, or is doing the same evil shit you do.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a heavy point. Huh?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Again, this is and if y'all don't mind me saying it, this is No Affiliation Radio, man.
Right.
Tune in to No Affiliation Radio, hashtag No Affiliation Radio. We're on Instagram, Facebook, I believe Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Please make sure you like and share, man.
Right.
I'm right. Like, share, comments. Like
share, comment, everything, goddamn.
No Affiliation Radio, man.
Right. Hit that notification bell on the page, man. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
we already done started it. We might as well finish it, man.
That's right.
Go all the way with it, man. No Affiliation Radio, man. We're going live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if I could, man,
it's
like, you know, y'all good. I just figured since we talking about brothers getting mistreated, and being that we debuted this radio show after the event that happened with Jordan Neely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was another tragic thing that happened, you know, by the hands of our goddamn oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a man who makes a living by doing what? By impersonating Michael Jackson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People up in the north and, you know, the northeast, you know, they do those type of little gigs or whatever, make their little money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how the man was making his money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he just so happened to get in a situation where now he's being choked out by some ex-militant that is trained to kill.
Right.
You know, but it's so fucking disgusting that we have to continue dealing with this evil and this hatred towards our people. Nobody ever stops and says, let me see if I can get that man some help.
Right.
He might be having an episode or this and that. Whatever the case that was going on, it felt like they had to disable that man.
Right.
What they could have done is they could have done that, got him some help.
Right.
But it's always with Esau, our enemy, it's always, let's just kill that nigga.
Right.
Let's just kill that spick. You know what I'm saying? Let's just kill him. Because it's just in their nature to want us to die. You know what I'm saying? They want to get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? And I just find it disgusting. It's just so much hatred in their heart towards Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But that's why we are supposed to love ourselves, man.
Right.
Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the scripture says to gather thyself together, nation undesired.
Exactly.
Nobody in this earth loves you.
Right.
You understand? You gotta love yourselves. We gotta come back together in brotherhood and stand on brotherhood in the name of our King, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the start is you gonna have to come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and let Commander General Yahana train you to how to love your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we can cut down on all of this mass shooting and murdering that's going on amongst our people. You know, we can cut down on all of this violence and all of this drugs and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If we come and we get right with the Lord.
Right.
The only way we're gonna get right with the Lord, man, is we're gonna have to listen to the prophets, man, in the Isupk. And we're gonna come out there and we're gonna tell you what it is. And I pray that y'all tune into this show every Wednesday from 10 o'clock to 12. These brothers right here, these young men right here, these officers of 50 Salakia, you understand? These men are gonna be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And every topic that you can think of is gonna be brought out, man.
Right.
You understand? That's all I got to say about it.
I'm right here. I don't want to end, man.
Right.
Yeah, every Wednesday, man, we are going to talk about controversial topics, man. We don't care what it is. Whether it's about the LGBTQ community, whether it's about other religious groups, we gonna bring it out. I don't mean to say bring it out because we ain't bringing nothing out. Pause. We're gonna reveal the truth. We're gonna reveal the truth every time, and we ain't holding nothing back. We're gonna stand on our 10 like men do.
Right.
And we're gonna bring out the truth, man. Because the IUIC, what they did to our brothers was unacceptable. It was unbrotherly.
Right.
That was not brotherhood, man.
Right.
Y'all sat there and touched another man's property, another camp's property, and knowing you should have just asked.
Right.
Or a damn speaker. All you got to do was move the damn speaker.
Shit, how many options they had?
They had a lot of
They
options.
could have spoke on the speaker. Could
Right.
have asked the brother. Could have avoided the speaker. Like how much room you already goddamn had.
Right.
Right. And then they go and then also Malak defends his post
Right.
for you to not go over there and touch our post or our barriers, right?
Right.
And then you go over to push him, and after that we defend ourselves,
Right.
which was right and just in the eyes of Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with what Officer Malak did. You know what I'm saying? They had mischievousness the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's something that the Most High hates. He doesn't like when you're a slimy snake and being up to no good. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. Okay?
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
we
right. Give off the hand. Antagonizing your brother, man. Y'all came out there with the agenda.
Right.
To go out there and offend your brother, man.
Right.
Y'all had an agenda to go do that. Y'all knew that them brothers was probably four deep or however deep they were. Y'all knew that was gonna happen. Y'all there 12, how many 20, 30 deep with an agenda to go out there and offend your brother, man. This shit is unnecessary.
Hey, you right, man. Give me Deuteronomy 27 and 17 real quick.
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 27 and 17, man. And he right. Like y'all, like you fake Israelite groups will say, "Oh, it's just a goddamn chair. It's just a chair." It wasn't about the fucking chair as much as it was about how y'all tried to bully our brothers off the block.
Right, man.
But if we're gonna talk about the goddamn chair, let's talk about this scripture reading.
Deuteronomy 27 and 17. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
Read it again.
Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
Read it again.
Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark.
That chair was our landmark, man.
Right.
You moved it. You touched it. You shouldn't have touched a goddamn thing that belongs to the Lord, man, or to your neighbor according to that scripture. And so then that's why the scripture says, cursed be the, you know what I'm saying, that touches your neighbor's landmark.
Right.
You know, y'all brothers are unlearned and stupid and ridiculous, and you about to see yourself fall the way that Pharaoh fell. And Pharaoh was hard-hearted, you know what I'm saying, and he wouldn't at all let the Israelites go out there and worship and be in peace.
Right.
And the Lord had to put so many plagues on their ass in order to get them to leave the Israelites alone and let them go out there and worship God.
Right.
Well, you about to find out the hard way that you coming out there trying to punk the Isupk. The Lord is gonna punk you, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? And you about to see what that's all about, man.
That's right, man.
I'm right.
That's all I got to say
So
about
like I said, if I may, this Saturday coming, Lord allow, South Carolina will be in Kansas City, Missouri,
Right.
to be able to support our brothers and be there and stand with them.
Right.
And I double dog dare y'all to come out there. Come out there and touch that chair. I double dare y'all there and touch that chair again.
Touch it, man.
Touch the chair. Try and look
Right.
and see what you're gonna get out of it.
All right, man.
So like I was just gonna say, Captain Zion, he said something very heavy. He said, IUIC, they went and marched for Kyrie Irving, but they did not march for Jordan Miller.
Right.
Right.
They did not go out there and march for their brother who got choked out for asking for money, for having a mental issue or a mental breakdown. And it just goes to show you more and more what they really cherish. And that's money.
That's money.
It's money. Can I get James 2 and 3 bottle of shot?
And while you looking for that scripture, on even more to enforce the point, they put all of that energy in Kyrie Irving and still ain't been there for the family of Joy Morgan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they are disgusted, man.
Right.
Like they love mammon. Like their love is for money.
Right.
They don't love God, man.
Right, right.
And they making that clear. So like, go ahead.
It's like you said, what you said?
James 2 and 3.
Oh, it's James 23.
The scripture just goes in with showing you what his people and his church, what they really respect and what they really love. because they don't love the Most High.
Right.
Damn right.
They don't love Christ. They don't love what he stood for. Christ was a poor black man
Right.
who worked with his father,
Yeah.
making furniture. He didn't have fancy things and fancy clothes or any of those things. You got the scripture?
Okay. James 2:3. And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing.
Wear what?
The gay clothing.
Nate wears what?
Gay clothing.
IUIC
God.
wears what?
Gay clothing.
Go ahead.
And say unto him, sit down here in a good place.
Sit where?
Sit down here in a good place.
That's what they let him do. They let him sit in a good place.
Mm.
While all the poor people, John Morgan's mother had to go on BBC just to push her daughter's case.
Nice.
She had to go to the oppressor for help. You disgusting bastards, man.
Right.
You made this sister go to BBC News. She had to go to an oppressor for help because her brothers let some might eat her, just murder and rape her daughter. Go ahead.
And say to the poor.
Say to the what?
Say to the poor.
Say to John Morgan's mother, say what?
The poor. Stand down there or sit here under my footstool.
That's what they do, man. They want us on the bottom. Why you don't think they like the Isupk? Because we're poor.
Right.
We're poor brothers and sisters in here. We don't have the nice purple.
Right.
We don't get the nice fades in the line going across the top. We don't get none of that. We got golds, braids, boots, raggedy cars, but we will beat your ass. Like
Right. Damn right.
Damn, man. Damn right. That's that right there.
We'll beat your ass.
That's a quote right there, sir. That's a quote. Put that in the stone.
Gotta make that a clip.
Hey, listen, and let me help you to understand something about our King Yahushua. He wasn't no punk.
damn
Right.
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 You know what I'm saying? Yahushua, when he saw that they was up in that temple and they was doing all kinds of evil and wicked in that temple, he went and started flipping over tables, and he created a whip, a switch, a scourge, and went in there and started whipping niggas up in that temple. You know what I'm saying? So we try to live exactly like the way our King did, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't, and he wasn't no coward. So this bullshit you see with the IUIC, you know, these niggas are some bullies, but I can guarantee you one thing, and I can't speak for every other fake Israelite group that's out here. The ISPK is no cowards, man.
Right.
We are not afraid.
Right.
We are not afraid. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what it is, man.
Right. You kept us out hand. Say, man. Damn LGBTQ, man. Fake ass Israelite groups, man. Y'all know what y'all did. Y'all know what y'all did was unbrotherly. I sat there and touched the barrier of the Lord.
Right.
And y'all knew, but y'all knew what was gonna come out of that discipline and training from the Hebrew Academy.
Right.
Y'all knew what y'all was gonna get out of that. Y'all thought we were just gonna let that slide. We're gonna let that slide, man. Like Adam once said, you don't ever touch another camp's property.
Right.
You don't touch another camp's property, man. We know better to do any to do no shit like that. We know not to go and touch the GMS property. We know not to touch IUIC property, whoever, all these other fake camps out here. We know not to go out there and touch their property.
Right.
Because we discipline, man.
That's it. That's right.
That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? This right here has been a great show, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tell it like how it is here. So if you're not comfortable, man, the hell on, all right? You know what I'm saying? It's probably not the place for you, but keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and watch. Right. Go ahead and tune in. You might hear something that you need, but
Right.
the truth is tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna tell you like how it is. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come raw and uncut, like I done told you plenty of times before. This is No Affiliation Radio. You know what I'm saying? Out of South Carolina, it's really going down in the goddamn South.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is
right.
Isupk, man.
Another thing I like to
You
add
mind if I say
something
something?
Go ahead,
go ahead.
And this show, this first episode, man, and if I could just speak on behalf of these brothers, this first episode was, all about these purple pussies who, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But going forward, you know what I'm saying, it's these topics are going to be, we're gonna go in on these Christian churches heavy.
Right.
Because we live in South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? And it's really the belly of the beast when it comes to these Christian churches out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the racism and all of the things that go on out here in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But we're going to talk about everything. We're going to have more topics than, that. But we definitely had to address this because we want everybody to know that, we in solidarity with Commander Johnny Hanna and the KC4, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to brotherhood.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna support them homosexuals, and they come out on our block with that mess. You understand? Lord be with them. That's all I'm gonna say about
Yeah,
it.
right.
That's all I
The
gotta
other
say.
thing, you know what I'm saying, if you're not willing to die on that camp corner with your brothers, man, you and you in the UPK, you in the truth, then you are in the wrong damn place, man. Because here we are willing to die on that corner for our brothers. Man. I know I am.
Yeah,
I want to
Yeah,
die.
right.
I'm willing to die by every single one of these brothers up here, man.
Right.
So if you're not willing to die on that corner, man, you in the wrong place. Take your ass to the IUIC, man. Be the damn police.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. We're
Right.
gonna close it out.
So with that, man, this is No Affiliation Radio, man. You know what I'm saying? We at the IGBK. You know what I'm saying? This right here, location, the IGBK, South Carolina. And we are under Commander Junior Hanna. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're going to tell y'all shalom, man. Shalom.